Good afternoon, members and friends of Eastminster. I'm here with some announcements. So the season of Lent began yesterday with Ash Wednesday, and we passed out Lent bags to aid in observing this season apart. We still have a few, just a couple of those bags left if you still want one and haven't received one. Some of the things I'm excited about in the bag is the devotional material you can use on your own. We've got this Lenten devotional from a sanctified art, and in it you will find reflections and art on all the scripture readings we're going to be looking at in worship this season. I'm also planning on personally using these daily devotional cards also from a sanctified art. Each day they have a word on them and a scripture reading. So build with Jeremiah chapter 29, as well as a few reflection questions and prayer. So my practice for Lent is not to give something up, but to take something on. And this is a hard season, so I don't want to put any obligations on anybody to do either thing this year. We are trying to keep going and to stay connected in a hard time. For me, I'm going to use these prayer cards and I'm going to use them as prompts to write and journal each night, because that's how I best connect with God and my own emotions. So you might want to do that, or for you might need time of silence each night. Whatever it is that will help you connect with God and stay emotionally and spiritually grounded right now, do that. And if you need help figuring it out, feel free to give me a call. So this Sunday in worship is our first Sunday of Lent. I invite you to worship with us and join us after worship for fellowship on Zoom, and then at 11:15 a.m. for a sermon discussion, because we are going to continue the sermon discussions throughout the season of Lent. Also, notice in your emails that we are doing a soup exchange, a soup drop-off pickup. So one of the things that we at Eastminster have enjoyed doing every Lent is gathering on Wednesday evenings for a program and for soup and salad. We obviously can't do that in the same way. So we're inviting, if you're willing to make some soup, drop it off at the church on Tuesday. I think the hours are 3 to 5 p.m. And then on Wednesday, all that soup is going to be dished out into to-go containers. And whether or not you dropped off soup, you are welcome to come and pick up a to-go container. And we'll keep giving them out until they're all gone. That way we can share in each other's delicious cooking and remember that fellowship that connects us. Finally, I want to end by reading out loud one of the poems that's in this Lenten devotional, because I think poetry is best heard rather than read. And so listen to this poem by Sarah R., and it is called Remember When. God never begins letters with the words, "I hope this finds you well," for those words imply distance. Instead, God begins God's letters to you with the words, "Remember when?" Beloved child, remember when we dipped our toes in the water? Remember when we dove right in? Remember when the ice cream dripped down our hands and the cicadas sang their song, and the seasons changed and the days were long? Remember when we fell in love and the world was new? Remember when our hearts were broken? Remember the tears? Remember the long nights? Remember when we laughed again and the sound surprised us? Remember when we marched in the streets? Remember when we cast our vote? Remember when we believed in hope? Remember when? I do. That's what God's letters say. So on this day and every day to come, remember, God is meeting you. If you look back, you might remember when. Go in peace and see you on Sunday.